Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cinephiles Assemble, where I, David DeRose, go through my movie collection and talk about it with you, the internet. And welcome back to my 31 and under 31 Halloween challenge, where I just try to put out some more Halloween videos before the end of the season. Yes, I have admitted defeat. I will not be spamming your inboxes with lots and lots of subpar videos just to hit 31. Maybe next year. But this will not be a look at one of my movies. Instead, this will be a Dave's Pitch, where I talk about what I would have liked for an upcoming film. As I said in my last video, the Scream 4 mini review, which you all should go watch, I'm going to pitch what I would have liked for Scream 5, which is now being worked on, and hopefully will survive the pandemic. Now, this is going to take a little bit of a rewrite on Scream 4. So, I'm going to describe what happened in Scream 4, and then how I would change it, and then on to Scream 5. So, this is your spoiler warning. Spoilers on Scream 4. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's really good, other than some dumb cops. I highly recommend it. Go watch it. Final warning. Alright. At the end of Scream 4, it's revealed the killers are Jill, Sydney's niece, played by Emma Roberts, and Charlie, played by Kieran Culkin. Charlie kills Kirby, played by Hayden Panettiere, and Charlie and Jill plan to frame all the killings on Jill's ex-boyfriend, Trevor. Jill's end goal is to become the final girl by killing Sydney and therefore getting all the fame. Jill stabs Sydney supposedly to death and betrays Charlie by stabbing him in the heart, thereby making her the only survivor. Then she makes it look like she was attacked in an intense scene that borders on comical, but is never not uncomfortable to watch. Unfortunately for Jill, Sydney survives. Not only that, but an ill-phrased comment by Jill allows Gail to figure out that Jill is the killer. So, Gail and Sydney wind up killing Jill, and the end. Here's where I would have changed the ending. Jill wins. Yes, Sydney winds up dying. Gail never figures out that Jill is the killer. Jill wins. And that leads us into Scream 5. While Scream 4 was a soft reboot / reimagining of the first Scream, Scream 5 would be the same for Scream 2, with Jill off at college, alongside her surviving friend, Kirby. Yes, I am bringing Kirby back, because Kirby deserved to live. # justice for Kirby. So Jill is in college, starting to plan the sequel.
Let's face it, baby, these days, you gotta have a sequel!
When suddenly the phone rings, and it's Ghostface. Yes, Jill forgot that when you're the final girl, that does put attention on you, and not all of that attention is good. So Jill, the killer from Scream 4, is now being hunted by the killer of Scream 5, who is going after Jill and her friends, a new cast of self-aware college students. Meanwhile, Kirby is dealing with the repercussions of also being a final girl, having all of her friends killed. As I said before, Sydney is dead, but Gail survived Scream 4 and suspects something is wrong but can't put her finger on it. So we have 3 stories going on in this movie. We have Gail Weathers trying to uncover the mystery of Scream 4. We have Kirby just trying to stay alive. We have Jill both trying to beat the killer of Scream 5 and avoid being found out as the killer of Scream 4. Eventually, Kirby will catch on that something is wrong with Jill and team up with Gail, so their stories will converge. As Jill gets more and more unhinged throughout this entire movie, I'm seeing going a little bit of Zula from the end of Last Airbender, but maybe that can be for a later movie. Now, who's the killer in Scream 5? I don't know, because I have not thought up all the other side characters. That is up to whoever would have wound up writing the movie. But yeah, like in the fictional Stab 7.
Ah! Did that surprise you?
I would actually be really interested to have the killer as the protagonist. Kind of like a more serious version of Sleepaway Camp 2. And by all means, have Jill be killing people throughout the movie, too. I mean, she is insane. And then, if the movie ends with Jill being killed or incarcerated, you have Kirby there to lead the franchise from then on. because Kirby was the final girl that we deserved. Hashtag justice for Kirby. So yeah, then you can move the franchise into the future with Gale and Dewey going away and surviving on their own, Sydney being dead, and you can bring in a new cast of characters. So that's a Scream 5 I would have liked. I mean, it can't happen because Scream 4 wound up the way it did. But what would I like in the actual Scream 5? Well, for one, I would like it to be an actual continuation of the series. While I kind of enjoy these things like the Halloween Kills reboot, where it only focuses on Halloween 1, I enjoy a progression. I think that it's good to build on what came before instead of just wiping the slate clean and trying again. I would like this to be the last movie for Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette. I think their stories finished a while ago. I don't know if necessarily I want them to die, because that's kind of what we're all expecting by now, but I think this needs to be the end for them. I want to see Kirby come back, as does the majority of the internet. Hashtag justice for Kirby.
This is
and
making me move.
The way that Wes Craven filmed her death, she could still be alive. Hell, you know what? Robbie could still be alive. Friggin' Charlie could still be alive. Jill could still be alive. They could have the killings in Scream 5 happen, and they go to investigate by interviewing one of the killers of Scream 4 in a Hannibal Lecter style thing. These are movies, after all. It doesn't have to make sense. Hell, they're talking about bringing Matthew Lillard back, and, well... kind of hard to come back from that. Well, that's my idea for Scream 5. Let me know what you think in the comments, or email me. Tell me if you think maybe you would have liked to see that. Am I an idiot for even suggesting this? Did you hate Kirby, and explain why you are completely wrong? So please like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm up to 19 subscribers. I want to get to 20 soon. Join the Facebook page. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And, well, until next time, I'm David DeRose, and I am a cinephile.